Hello everyone, my name is Pavita, Assistant Professor in CSC Department at RPIIT Campus Bastada, Karnal. Welcome to our YouTube channel RPIIT Academics. If you like the content of this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and save the content. Let's talk today's SPIRE model. This SPIRE is simply a sequence of waterfall increments. All project activities follow a single SPIRE sequence and every activity in diagram must be performed. Phases of SPIRE development: planning phases, risk analysis phases, engineering phases, coding and implementation phases, evaluation phases. Perform 4 basic activities in every cycle. Consider the win condition of all success critical stakeholders. Identify and evaluate alternative approaches for satisfying the win condition. Identify and resolve risk that stem from the selected approaches. Obtain approval from all success critical stakeholders plus commitment to next cycle. Hence, thus the incremental waterfall prototyping and other process model are special cases of SPIRE model that fit the risk patterns of certain project. Advantages: high amount of risk analysis, hence avoidance of risk enhanced. Good for large and mission critical project. Strong approval and documentation control. Additional functionality can be added at a later date. Software is produced early in the software life cycle. Disadvantages: management is more complex, can be a costly model to use. Risk analysis require highly specific expertise. Project success is highly dependent on the risk analysis phases. Does not work well for small project. When to use SPIRE model? When cost and risk evaluation is important. For medium to high risk project, long term project commitment unwise because of potential changes to economic. Users are unsure of their needs, requirements are complex, new product line, significant changes are expected, research and explorations. Rapid application development. RAD approaches to software development put less emphasis on planning tasks and more emphasis on development. Knowledge gained from the development process itself can be feedback to the requirements and design of the solutions. Phases. The James Martin approaches to RAD divides two processes into 4 distinct phases: requirement planning phases, user design phases, construction phases, cutover phases. Requirement planning phases combine elements of the system planning and system analysis phases. User manage and IT staff member discuss and agree on. Business needed, project scopes, constraint, system requirement. It ends when the team agrees on the key issues, obtain management authorized and continue. User design phases. User interact with system analyst and develop model and prototype that represent all system process. User design is continuous and interactive process that allow user to understand, modify and evaluate, approve a working model of the system that meets their needs. Construction phases focuses on program and application development. User continue participate and can still suggest changes or improvement, and actual screens or reports are developed. Its tasks are programming and applications development, coding until integrations and system testing. Cutover phases testing changeover the new system and user training. The entire process is compressed. As a result, the new system is built, delivered and placed on operations much sooner. This diagram defines requirement planning, user design, construction, cutover. Advantages: risk reductions. Prototype could test some of the most